There's all kinds of creepy crawlies in here. Just as the rain starts to come down. This wire is for a camera, CCTV. We're having 5 around the house. Oh, I love the smell of fresh paint. This is the pond that's in the far corner of our land. This time of year, this should be one big L-shaped pond. The level of water is normally like this in the dry season, maybe a little bit lower. But this time of year, it should be right up to where this tree starts here. I should be in water here up to my knees at least. The water normally goes all the way up the joint here. This is not a pond that I would ever swim in. It's still a healthy pond. There's lots of fish in here, more fish in here than the one in the front. The reason it's like this and it's not ever as clean and inviting looking is because of all the trees we've got that overhang the water, and it's the leaves from the trees that fall in and ultimately sink to the bottom and make the pond look not quite as appealing. But the fish like it, so it's okay. All right, let's try to get out of this jungle madness now. There's all kinds of creepy crawlies in here. Humphrey. This is lemongrass. We plant this because it adds strength to the soil beneath it. I mean, also obviously we cook with it. This is chatom. The very, very smelly leaves that I showed you the other week. It's growing all around here. But it's fine now. Even when it gets older, there's no problem. It only smells when you cut it. When you cut it down, or if I was to break that off there, it would stink like a pig farm. As you can see, the canal is still completely empty of water. You might be asking, well, how is that possible? When a week ago, I put a video out, filling the thing up, jumping over it acrobatically, proud of my work. I protected the pipe with lengths of bamboo, just in case if, you know, a builder was to drive over that with the truck, the bamboo would help protect the water pipe to a degree. If the driver was to go sensibly and slowly across the drive. But no, it doesn't happen, does it? It burst the pipe on day 1, and then on day 2 we had a different crowd in doing some painting, and they left the solar powered water turned on at the source, so obviously it's pumping water when there's daylight. And then when they left, they turned off all the taps, but left the solar power running. Now, when they left, it was just going dark, so they wouldn't have seen any consequence to that action. because the pump turns itself off when there's no sunlight. But the next morning at 6 o'clock, it turns itself on again. They weren't working the next day. I came to the farm 10 o'clock in the morning, and I arrived to a massive water fountain spraying everywhere because the pressure from that pump, it had built up. The water had to go somewhere. They'd turned all the taps off, so the water just burst through the pipes. It was just spraying everywhere. It had been doing for about 4 hours. Everywhere was soaking wet through, flooded everywhere. Anyway, that was one of the reasons that we decided to go and have a night away. So tomorrow morning, my plan is to come here very early, and my idea is to dig a fairly shallow trench along the front of this driveway. So I'll dig a hole across here, lay the pipe sticking out here and also sticking out here. I can then join the well to this pipe, and I can then join the canal to this end of the pipe. That's only the theory though. Let's see what happens in real life. Let's see what problems I face tomorrow when I get to do this. Early. Some chickens down here. See you later. You watching me work? Huh? I'm knackered. I'm hoping that the builders don't actually turn up today. Depending what they're coming to do, I don't want them to go across this drive. Let's see what I've got here in my pile of blue pipes. If you enjoy seeing an out of shape Englishman trying to battle his way through all these problems on the farm, do me a favour, give me one of them. It means the world. It's not just the surface gravel I had to get through, that was okay. This is the second time we've gravelled this drive. Underneath, there's another layer of bloody gravel. So difficult digging through that. Combination of clay-based soil and gravel that's been buried for a year is difficult to dig through with one of these. Anyway, it's done, it's done. That's 90 degrees, isn't it? So we need a 45-degree angle and a longer piece. Day 3 of the same job. I've just driven over this in my car by mistake. Scorpion. That's quite big, isn't it? Poor bastard. Sorry, mate. Let's see if my water pipe construction is going to work, or whether it's going to just burst open in the seams under the ground. There's a chance of that happening. Come on, come on, come on. There we go. Let's see how many days it takes to fill this up. Sorted. Sorted. I absolutely love water. The fact that I've managed to send water uphill and underneath a driveway. It's kind of like an aqueduct, or is it a viaduct? I should remember that from school. If anybody knows if it's an aqueduct or a viaduct, let me know in the comments. That can be my knowledge of the day.